I seem to forget it all the time.
Okay. Right, kia ora, good morning everyone. Welcome to the first official council meeting of the new year. Hope everyone's had a good break. Councillors, members of the public and even the press. Nice to see everyone back. We have another meeting following this one today, an extraordinary governing body meeting, so we are a little time constrained despite having a lighter agenda than usual. So we'll get the ball rolling with item number 1, which is the apologies. And we have received apologies from the Deputy Mayor Simpson, lateness from Mayor Brown on council business. Are there any other apologies? Okay, Councillor Williamson for lateness. Moved by Councillor Walker, seconded by Councillor Stewart. All those in favour? Okay, carried. We also have a number of councillors on electronic link who have notified the meeting, Councillors Newman, Bartley and Councillor Filipina. So we don't have to move anything with them. Item number 2, any declarations of interest other than with the business of overseeing Auckland's transport and infrastructure. Item 3, confirmation of minutes. The minutes for confirmation from Thursday 7th December. That's the open minutes, there's no confidential one. There's a motion on the screen to confirm those. I'm moved by Councillor Fletcher, seconded by Councillor Walker. All those in favour? Okay, we come to the next item, which is actually an acknowledgement that I have to make, and that's to acknowledge the passing of Hugh Willis just recently, last month in fact. Hugh Willis was a celebrated track builder who served faithfully as a volunteer, building, extending and maintaining a huge number of walking tracks throughout Auckland's North Shore, and he'd been doing that since 1969. Hugh continued building these tracks, often single-handedly, well into his 80s. Many of his tracks were built from scratch in remnants of New Zealand native bush that were left as green spaces in better times during Legacy Council days, and as development occurred in the ever-expanding Auckland. These tracks are renowned for their beauty, great track design and accessibility. It was calculated, I think, that Hugh had done conceivably made up to 30 kilometres of tracks over that period of 40 years. Much has been written and said about Hugh Willis over the years. He's received a number of civic awards, including a QSM, in recognition of his work. His nicknames were Tui and the Bushman, which seemed to aptly describe much about his contribution. However, Hugh didn't just build tracks for the community. He and his wife Di were also co-founders of the Elevate Christian Disability Trust. He only stepped aside from that in 2022 after 46 years doing some amazing work for people in the disabled community. Our Auckland article just a couple of years previously referred to Hugh as an 82-year-old hero. He's 89 when he passed away. In light of the work that he'd done for the community, it's a sentiment that's certainly very widely shared across the North Shore, including on one of the biggest high schools, the Westlake Boys High Schools, where Hugh, in addition to everything else, was a head of maths, a sports teacher, involved in a host of co-curricular activities for well over 40 years at all. So we acknowledge that passing and extend our condolences to the Willis family. The next item is petitions. We have no petitions, which bring us to item number 5, public input. We had 3 public input requests received.